Hey guys, how's it going? It is your boy, Manga Man Drew, and I'm here to do, once again, my review and reaction to Chainsaw Man, Manga Chapter 100, and I have no idea what we're going to be getting in this chapter. My thoughts is that we're obviously going to be following Asa in her journey to, eventually kill Chainsaw Man, and most likely in this chapter, we are going to be going with, the three-man band. We're going to be seeing them hunting devils, and something that I missed in the actual review / chapter is that one of the characters that we saw in this chapter is actually someone from Chainsaw Man Part 1. He's apparently someone that we saw towards the end of the series, which is probably why I didn't really remember him, because when I caught up to Chainsaw Man, I caught up to it in one big binge, and by the time I reached this individual and by the time I reached that part, I didn't have it really incorporate into my mind who this individual is. But yes, he is someone that we saw in Chainsaw Man Part 1, and most likely than not, he's going to be playing a bigger role in Chainsaw Man Part 2. When it comes to Asa, he may have a relationship with her, he may die. Chainsaw Man has a very, very great tendency to kill off characters that people like a lot of the time. So if I end up liking this character, I'm going to be very sad when he eventually potentially dies. So let's dive right into the reaction right now, and let's see where this is going to be going and why I am afraid. Okay, so yeah. Alright, we're starting off with Chainsaw Man, Chapter 100, How to Walk Shoeless. That's an interesting name for a title of a chapter, but let's see where this goes and what this could entail, as we just have the three individuals just walking around a school or a building, wherever they are, as they're like, would devils really be inside a school? To respond to our question, yes, they are. There's actually a devil in the school right now. She's literally right behind you. You should probably run, but no. They're beginning to talk. We have, oh gosh, I forgot his name. His name hasn't been incorporated into my brain, but as soon as I see it, I will remember it. Oh yeah, his name is Yoshida. He literally says it in the next few lines. Yeah, it's Yoshida. And you also have the girl who calls herself Yuko. That's something I'm going to remember. But Yoshida's like, this is the biggest school in Tokyo. Supposedly, devils sometimes live in the unused classrooms. Oh, huh. Oh, we've never introduced ourselves. I'm Yuko. I'm super into Chainsaw Man lately. And it's like, I'm Yoshida. Chainsaw Man's great, right? I like him too. Asa Mitaka. As they're introducing ourselves, and she's like, this sucks. Why do I have to get teamed up with him? Yeah, why do you have to be teamed up with someone that the war devil tried to make your boyfriend? Oh, this is gonna be great. And she's like, awkward much? I want to bail. I'm not the one who asked him out. Ooh, this is gonna be funny. As you have Yuko, who's right here, is like, can't time move any faster? It's like, do you like Chainsaw Man, Asa? Like as much as the average person. As they're beginning to walk away, as they come into a group, and it's like, they're from my class. Oh no, she's going to meet some people. Oh no, as she looks up, she sees these individuals, and they just walk past each other. And she's just so nervous and so shocked about what's going to happen. She's sweating, and you just have the girls in the back ugh. She has some nerve trying to get a boyfriend so soon after what she did. Hi. She can totally hear you. Oh, yeah, this is horrible. As you just have Yoshida's what's up with him? As you have Yuko's beats me. As she's like, oh no, oh no, oh no. She's also just sweating in this chapter. She's just nervous as all heck because she's about to remember how she killed a buck. Oh, and she's like, I just remembered something I have to do. As her team is like, what's wrong? And she's like, I just remembered something I have to do. I gotta go. Hey, wait, and she's just thinking about the murder of Buck and how everyone is just mad at the fact and that they look at her and they hate her. And what sucks about this most is that they don't understand that it wasn't her fault, that it was the president. But the war devil literally killed the war devil literally killed the only people that could have cleared her name. And if she comes out and says, no, I promise you, it wasn't me. It was actually the president. She made a contract with the devil, and also their teacher was fucking her. So That's that's not gonna fly. I promise you, that's not going to fly. So I'm just very sad and feel sad for her. So she just, oh no. So she like wants to leave. She's heading down to her locker. She opens her locker. She's like, Asa, wait, what's wrong? Are you okay? And then they put like raw meat. Oh, it looks like slugs. It looks like some excrement, but no, apparently it is raw meat, as Yuko says. Like, oh, yikes, that's raw meat. As Asa's just looking like, I'm fine. As Yuko's like, what? Are you sure about that? I'm fine. Hey! Ooh, she's walking outside. She's not putting on her shoes. It's like, I'm fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine. Oh, I get it. Shoeless. Oh, I get the name of the chapter now. Don't walk shoeless. Our feet hurt. Bullying is a community commonality in communities without social fluidity. Both humans and devils. Shall I take care of it for you? I said I'm fine. You're not fine, coming from Yuko as she's chasing after Asa. Also, very interesting characterization and character development coming from the War Devil. The willingness to kill Asa's like people that are like being mean to her. That's very interesting. Maybe she could change the War Devil's mind. Oh, that would be interesting. But no, we're gonna have a conversation between them. She's like, haha, yep, going shoeless hurts, all right. Oh, here, Asa, I'll lend you one of my shoes. If you wear one shoe, only one of your feet will hurt. Oh no, she's trying to be nice. What? No, seriously, I'm fine. I meant I don't need it. Then give it back to me. Huh? Come on, give it back. Wait, your shoe? Are you kidding me? What is with? Hey, wait. So she's chasing after Yuko. It's like, wait! As they're just seeing them run past people, running past alleyways, running past flower shops. Freaking Yuko is being able to keep up the pace as Asa's beginning to huff and puff. She can't keep up. She's getting extremely tired. It's like, phew, this is my house. Want to come on in? Huff, huff. No, thanks. Here. Take the other one too. I have extra. Now both your feet will be protected on your way home. No, I don't need your shoes. Then I'll sell them. If they won't sell, you can't just throw them away. Wait, if they won't sell, you can't just throw them away. Oh, okay. Okay. Forcing her to take the shoes. So she's walking home in the shoes that were given to her. And she's like, shall we go sell those? Are you an idiot? Oh my gosh. And the chapter ends here. Oh wow. Oh wow. I didn't expect this to be the chapter. Alright. So I guess I'm going into the review portion right now. I will say, unfortunately, don't get me wrong, this is still a really good chapter of Chainsaw Man. I still enjoyed this chapter because pretty much what this chapter was, it's just character interactions, just getting to know who the character of Yuko is, because that's kind of what it is. I guess we kind of know how Yoshida is. Me personally, I forgot, and I probably should reread Chainsaw Man, at least the latter parts of Chainsaw Man, to really understand who Yoshida is as a character, but we're getting to know who, at the very least, Yuko is as a character, as well as we're getting to see more of the ramifications of what happened with Asa, with Mitaka, when it came to her killing But what is very interesting about this is that, yeah, what is happening is just like common bullying. But what is interesting about this is how the War Devil, even though the War Devil is using Asa for their own like gains and their own like plans, it seems as if the War Devil like kind of understands and kind of cares for her when like the War Devil brings up the fact that, oh yeah, when it comes to what happening with you, yeah, bullying, it's just something that happens in just like our communities. It happens to both devils as well as people. And that's very interesting. Was the War Devil bullied? Was the War Devil involved in bullying? Was the War Devil like a bystander that saw the bullying and didn't act? And that could be the reasoning why they want to act now by, you know, killing Asa's classmates, which is very interesting and very cool. So we're getting characterization for the War Devil themselves, but also we're getting a little bit more of characterization with Yuko, because as Asa was being ostracized by her friends, having raw meat thrown on her shoes, ruining her shoes, and her having to walk shoeless, title of the chapter. But yeah, it all begins to connect together a little bit. And that we're getting to see that Yuko seems to be a very nice person, that she's able to like read the room a lot better than probably Yoshida. She's able to realize that something is going on with Asa, and that she is trying to help because she may just be this kind of person. Someone who's just naturally like someone who cares, someone who is like willing to help people that are down, which very similarly is what the president was doing with Asa, but she was doing it for more malicious reasons. And I think that when it comes to Yuko, she's generally coming from a place of care and compassion. So I think that she's going to be like a player character in this story when it comes to Asa. I don't know how long she's going to be a character here, but it's cool that we're getting to see more characterization and how she was able to pretty much force Asa to take her shoes because she doesn't want her to walk home shoeless, so that her feet doesn't get like heavily injured or hurt, showing that she does care for her even though they just met. They met just patrolling the school looking for demons to try and join the club, but now they're getting closer and closer as friends. So what I enjoyed about this chapter is just more of the characterization of the characters, and also the last scene of this chapter, which is the War Devil being called stupid by Asta by thinking that she's actually going to sell the shoes and not realizing that that was Yuko's way of forcing her to like keep the shoes and to gain a benefit from it, which would either be keeping the shoes or selling them for money. So it's very cool to see that dynamic there. But when it comes to Chainsaw Man, this was really probably not necessarily a lackluster chapter, but not in comparison to what we saw in the past two chapters. This chapter is kind of weak because there's a strong characterization of these characters, of these new characters, but nothing really happens. No major drops or bombs are seen in this chapter, and no real major action occurs. And we're getting to see that the chapter count is getting smaller and smaller, so I think that we're probably going to be getting around 22 chapters or 22 pages. I guess I misspoke. We're going to be getting 22 pages of Chainsaw Man each week because it seems to be a weekly series, so that's going to be very interesting. So I'm going to be doing these reactions and reviews every week, but overall, I think this may be the weakest chapter that we've had of the three when it comes to Chainsaw Man, which is very weird because this is chapter 100, but it just shows that when it comes to numbers, yeah, you don't have to have big important things happen in like these monumental chapters. Also, Chainsaw Man just hit chapter 100. This is a milestone. If you know, Chainsaw Man wasn't in part 2, but still, really enjoyed this chapter. I thought this was a really good chapter when it comes to just characterizing the characters. That's pretty much what this was. Just a whole bunch of seeing what these characters are, seeing how their interactions are going to be built up, and this is providing me a lot more dread in the future of what's going to be going on with these characters. So I think that probably next chapter we're going to get more with Yoshida, getting to see who he is more personally, his connection with Asa. They may have a connection, and then from there, once we get more of these characters established, then we're going to go more into the big bombastic action moments, seeing them confronting devils. Whether or not it's going to be in the school, whether or not it's going to be outside of the school, we don't necessarily know, but we are going to be focusing more on these characters in the later chapters before we get into the more bombastic moments that Chainsaw Man is very much well known for. And this is very weird because the pacing seems to be very slow, or that it's slowed down, which is weird for Chainsaw Man, but I think I'm kind of enjoying it. I think it's eventually going to speed up and pick up very fast, but this is going to be something different. We're going to be taking it a little bit more slow, and we're going to be developing these characters a little bit more before we actually get the confrontation of Asa and these individuals eventually meeting Chainsaw Man. My theory still stands that they're going to meet in like the weirdest scenario. He's not going to be in the devil like hunting group. He's going to be in like some cooking like group, and then they're just going to meet by coincidence, and they may not know who they are. They may know who they are, but we know for a fact that they're eventually going to meet. They're going to eventually have to meet. Also, this is third week of Chainsaw Man, and we get no indication of Chainsaw Man in this chapter. So yeah, I'm thinking that we're not going to be seeing Chainsaw Man and getting small references. Actually, no, we do get Chainsaw Man. Yuko does bring up Chainsaw Man and says that she does like him. So Chainsaw Man does appear in this chapter as a word. So yeah, that's all we have to say about this chapter. Hopefully you enjoyed this chapter reaction / review. What did you think of this chapter? Do you think that this may be the weakest chapter of all the chapters that we've gotten so far of part 2? Leave your thoughts down in the comments down below. Leave a like on the video if you liked it. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more content like this. Do all that cool jazz. And hopefully I'll be able to catch you in my next video. Goodbye! Oh no, I keep forgetting that I have to do this too.